Welcome back. Today I'm going to go over a very important detail in your transition from punching to kicking. Something you might be doing wrong, you might not realize it. It's a very important lesson to learn. So, what is that? It's minding your stance, simply put. A lot of times when you start with kicks, whatever they might be, it's a taller stance. You can't really kick well from a very low, heavy stance, but it is how you want to generate a lot of your punching power. So the key to keep in mind is anytime I'm kicking, as I transition into my punches, that's when my stance starts to change. Now is when I want to get heavier, I want to load more, I want to sink down, so I really dig into my target. Whereas if I'm kicking, I'm going to kick very inefficiently. If my weight is low and heavy, I need to really bring my whole body up. So I need to be mindful of, I'm kicking, my stance is tall. I need to be high, so my legs can easily come up, throw my kicks, whatever they might be. I can't do that with that wide, heavy stance. So I need to make sure I have the ability to transition back and forth between those two stances, going from that lower, more sank in boxing power stance to shifting gears essentially up into the taller stance. So my punches and kicks come up without too much interference. The heavier and lower I get, if I don't mind this transition, it takes so much more effort to try and get that leg up there. But if I know how to shift, and keep myself tall, changing through those positions and making sure that my stance is adequately changing depending on what tool I'm using. And minding that very important transition. Because if you're not minding that transition, you might be making your life a little bit harder than it needs to be. So again, shifting from that low boxing stance into a taller kicking stance, very important, not something to be neglected. But again, you can't neglect that transition. Shifting from a lower stance focuses on that power boxing generation and learning to shorten that stance, posture up, so we can transition properly to our kicks and not essentially make us work harder than we have to. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.